Okay, folks, this is a bit of a curious one, but yeah, I know what they are. Funny little things. Yeah, I found them in a suitcase. Let's see how we go. I picked them off the street somewhere a while back when I was still living with my father. Dickhead. But basically, I found these and yeah, I've had them stashed away for years. And I just went through a suitcase. This is the suitcase there. And I found them in there. So I'm going to make it 200% for these. Feeling hot. I feel like I want to break out the fucking fan. The temperature's gone up a bit, so getting a bit hot. I'm going to have a shower soon. I'm actually rationing my showers because of the cost of electricity has gone up and I just can't afford to pay another bill. So I want to get it all into credit. Enough of that. Let's see what we have. We have here, it's all in a plastic bag, but I'm going to just tip them out onto the glass and see what we get. See what they are. They're little pensioner excursion tickets made into little boats. So these are like the old bus tickets before Opal took over. These are our little boats, except this red one is the odd one out. Still, it looks nice. Might put this red one in a nice little spot. But basically, these are some person who's had nothing better to do, maybe a bit bored, maybe a bit short on cash, perhaps, maybe a bit bored of their life being on Centrelink and having to deal with the poverty and the annoyance that it produces, and yeah, obviously had nothing better to do than to collect some little bus tickets and train tickets, whatever you call them, and fashion them into little boats. Something to do with something that's good for the planet, because it's just used up something that could have been put into landfill. I'm actually going to make these a bit smaller. I'm going to make the horizontal a bit bigger. But basically, yeah, some bored pensioner has just made these little boats. And it does get boring if you can't find a job or work and you can't afford much. You got to find something to stop you from going mad. And that's this looks like something that someone has done, is basically stop themselves from going mad by creating these funny little boats out of disability pensioner or pensioner excursion tickets. They're both the same ticket, apparently, were used for both disability pensioners and old age pensioners alike. I remember I used to use these, and I didn't start using Opal cards until they finally discontinued paper tickets like these. So I really didn't want to follow the progress of things at the time. I often do take things up very slowly, folks. Before 2012, I used to not have a mobile phone with internet or any of that sort of shit, and I wasn't into Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. I did start to get a little bit interested in YouTube because they had videos on photocopiers, but I wasn't on a plan or anything. I was using essentially a dummy phone as my phone, and I was using my desktop with a prepaid internet, and it was really, really low amount of data. It was not data hungry, and I wasn't data hungry back then. And I know it's like, now what was the point I was going to make? Yeah, I take things up slowly. So it's only been since 2012 that I decided to purchase, or should I say take on a plan of a smartphone and get an internet connection with that. And I had to do it out of necessity because I'm trying to get in touch with a lost partner, and I need this heavy amount of data. And now I'm right into this shit, but there's still things I'm not taking up straight away. And basically I still lag behind in a lot of things, but eventually I do catch up, and this is one of them, the cards. So, and that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.